right here.
Donald Trump signing away Black History Month as if it ever did anything for us anyway. And then, of course, DEI, which Obama created for the LGBT. Not to say they shouldn't have their rights, but that wasn't something done for Black people. But once again, we're crashing out over things that either did not benefit us or were not designed for us. What is your opinion?
Oh my God.
I just so happen to have a video queued up of the blackety blacks of them all, Dr. Umar Johnson, Mr. No Snow Bunny, Mr. Y'all know Mr. I'm growing my school, yeah, all that. So if you're familiar with Dr. Umar, you know that Dr. Umar is I joke around when I say blackety blacks, but he's one of these he's a Pan-Africanist. He's only doing stuff when it comes, like his main focus is Black people. His main focus is Black people. And it's even funny, even if I go to the beginning of this video that I'm getting ready to share with y'all, he's talking to a young lady, and the young lady's friend, who is, a matter of fact, let's just show the tape. Let's just show the tape. Dak, stop talking. You talk too much, bro. You talk too much. All right, let me
see a snow bunny on Dr. Umar's live. What?
Listen to this exchange. Uncle brother, this one's for you.
Targeted for diversity and inclusion. And so, yeah.
Okay.
And look at my Nigerian friend and my Haitian friend. And
we got the Haitian sister. We got, now who's that?
This is that? Chelsea Borough.
Okay.
Donald Trump removing for what's it called?
The diversity and inclusion.
Yeah, and admissions. I think it's stupid. I think that students, historically, Black students especially, are going to be put down from the beginning. And even if you account for economic factors, such as like being low income or stuff like that, like there's still the social pressure that they face, which can't be accounted for by admission factors. So I think that race should always be a factor in admissions because colleges need to be putting out those students.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that, young lady.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Okay.
All right, so let me stop it for a second. This is what I mean by even when it has good intent. You don't know how many conversations I've had with white liberal Democrats that really believe when they're talking to me that they're arguing with me why Black people need DEI, why Black people need help. They're literally arguing with me, telling me what Black people need. I've had multiple conversations like this, and they don't even realize that, like, even though their intent may be good, they don't even realize that. Think back to what Cat Williams started off talking about on Theo Von. When Theo Von asked him, he said, have you ever thought about being born a different race? And Cat Williams said, like, nah. Like, when you're born Black, this is what Cat Williams said. He said, I was born Black. When you're born Black, you just know that you're a superb being. That's what Cat Williams said. So you may or may not disagree with that. I think everybody should feel that they're a superb being, whatever. You know, it is what it is. If you feel that, you know, I think everybody should feel highly of themselves. Not that you're better than somebody else in whatever way. I don't think like, I mean, to each their own. You should be confident. Put it that way. But when I have these conversations with these white liberals, they're telling me what we need. We need more assistance. They're looking. So the intent may be good, but the focus on the results is never there. They can never see, or I shouldn't say that they can never. It actually came up in the podcast that I was doing with my big bro, Pete, the Noble, the other day, where it's like people don't realize that just because something has good intent doesn't mean that the results of it are actually solving a particular problem. And people tend to not be focused on the result of things, but just the emotional connection to the intent. And I think that's where we fall short in a lot of ways. But let's keep listening to the combo. And yeah, shout out to Uncle Brother for the segue.
I need somebody to play my Undertaker music real quick.
And that's not my internet. That's Dr. Umar's. It is what it is. I know that the voice is not matching the sound, but bear with it. Y'all be all right.
Can you come to Boston?
Yeah, come to Boston College.
I spoke at University of Massachusetts last.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward. Hold on. I'm gonna fast forward a sec. because I want to get to they went off the camera, and then I want to get to the conversation where he's talking specifically about DEI.
Queen, brothers and sisters, can somebody play my Undertaker music? We had a snow bunny invade the live, and my African sisters brought the bunny on the live. But much respect to the young lady. She spoke very well. Much respect to her. We don't practice hate. We just practice race pride. Who's tapping in? Soccer mom going twice. Soccer mom going 3 times.
Wow. Hold on. I just peeped this. So I heard the conversation that he's getting ready to have, but I told you I skimmed through a lot of this stuff and I was focused more on the DEI part. But I just peeped that Dr. Umar is doing a live. So he's saying soccer mom going once, soccer mom going twice. He invited somebody into the live that had a profile named Soccer Mom, and this is who pops up on the camera.
Soccer mom going twice. Soccer mom going 3 times.
Piece of Pan-Africanism.
Peace, good brother. Why is your Instagram name Soccer Mom? What's going on with that?
I'll give you the real lore. So originally I was chakra man, like the chakras.
Yes, sir.
But a buddy of mine thought it was funny because chakra sounded like soccer. So he was like, oh, soccer man. And then I kind of was like, it does sound funny, a little catchy. And it's also, when you think about the soccer ball, it's a cube, it's divine, the divine shape of the 6 sides, which also represents the carbon, which represents the black. And then the mom is the divine feminine versus the me, J-Bo, being the divine masculine. So putting those 2 together make the divine construct of soccer mom, J-Bo. But regardless of that.
But wait, stay with me. I follow you. Okay, so is it soccer mom or soccer man?
It's soccer mom.
But are you okay with that soccer mom moniker?
Correct.
As a
yes.
man?
Because, and as a man, right, I embody and encompass both the male and the physical as a man. We all do as humans. But whether which one is more stronger or more prevalent, you can see a strong grown man who looks like a very strong masculine man, but also be very feminine and soft. Or you can see a very soft looking man.
But let me
go ahead.
Okay, but here's where I agree to disagree. You're right. But when we talk about every human being having masculine energy and feminine energy, we're not talking about every human being having masculine sexuality and feminine sexuality. I think sometimes we get confused between feminine energy and feminine sexuality. So for example, being passive, being peaceful, those are considered feminine traits, right? Being aggressive, being assertive, those are considered masculine traits. So we're talking about masculine characteristics, feminine characteristics, not to be confused with masculine sexuality or feminine sexuality. In other words, every human being is either a male or a female.
Correct.
So when you say soccer mom as a black man, I'm a little conflicted as to why
no, I get
you're
it.
comfortable
Do
being
you?
called mom when you are a man.
Right. And it would make more sense to be soccer dad, right?
Yes.
J-Bo would make more sense,
you're a
right?
man.
But I didn't change it, and I kind of just had it as that, and
I mean, it's your
but I definitely
decision,
understand.
but I just want you to think about that, brother.
I definitely, I
there's
definitely
an
understand.
agenda to effeminize the black male.
Absolutely.
And for you to have an IG name of soccer mom as a black man, I don't like the energy it sends to our boys. I mean, you know what it means for you.
Understandable.
But for black boys who look up to you, work with you, know you, that can be sending the wrong message. Because we as African people, we don't come from a gender neutral culture. Our culture is very much decided as to who is a man and who is a woman. Like African
Absolutely.
people, we don't do the neutral gender. We are not a gender neutral people.
No,
We have
no,
black men and we have black women.
exactly.
So I just want
Correct.
you to think on that a little bit, my brother.
No, absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
now,
And
what
we
is
can
your
definitely talk about
opinion?
that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now let's
On,
get
So I
into the
definitely,
conversation.
yeah.
yeah. So
Talk to me about your opinion on, Snoop and Nelly being hammered for performing at the inauguration, Donald Trump signing away Black History Month as if it ever did anything for us anyway, and
Hold on. This is what I need y'all to hear right here. Right here.
Donald Trump signing away Black History Month as if it ever did anything for us anyway. And then, of course,
so
DEI, which Obama created for the LGBT. Not to say they shouldn't have their rights, but that
mm,
wasn't something done for Black people. But once again, we're crashing out
yes.
over things that either did not benefit us or were not designed for us. What is your opinion?
Can I just stop it right there? This is the conversation that I will go back and forth with people on. I'm not the blackety black. Used to be, not that anymore. Dr. Umar and I see this exactly the same. We are crashing out over something that was never truly intended to benefit us, doesn't benefit us. It benefits us far down the line. We just played the video the other day where it's white women, where it's gay white men, it's the rest of the LGBTQ community. It's, I think, Asians in there. It's people with disabilities. It's like, I think they had black people number 7, but black people are always at the forefront with Al Sharpton running to Costco because Costco's deciding to keep their DEI programs. Why didn't we see a line of disabled people going over there? Why didn't we see a line of gay people going over there? Why didn't we see a line of white women going over there and supporting it? Because this is the same thing that happens all the time. Black people are so in love with symbolism, that we never actually look at the results. So emotionally connected with intent that we never actually look at the results. Just look at the result. This Dr. Umar, this y'all leader. This y'all leader. He's saying the same thing. But what ends up happening? We'll see an example like what we just saw with the FAA appointee. And then sometimes we'll think like, oh, yeah, this is for us. This is for us because we see somebody in that position. But let's hear what the brother, how he responded.
Either did not benefit us or were not designed for us. What is your opinion?
Yes, I absolutely agree. And for those two, like you said, Kamala and Biden, they didn't do nothing for black people. So why are y'all still championing behind these Megan Thee Stallions and Glorrillas for performing for their DNCs, right?
Absolutely.
You have all these black celebrity sellouts who are telling you as a black person, you ain't black unless you signed your allegiance to this,
Yes.
right? And both of those parties, Republican and Democrat, are both sides of the same coin.
Absolutely.
They don't have the black interests at heart, and they never really had. But if you look at, for Reconstruction era, there were blacks that were there trying to infiltrate and push our agenda into the masses. So that's why when we had our first black congressmen who were Republicans, right? But all that's changed. The Dixiecrats came in and completely did psyops to destroy the black people from having a say or having the motivation to try to become mayors of their sound, to be on the city council, the school boards, and all those things, to actually enact the change that they want to see in their communities, right?
All right, y'all get the point. It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real